90% of women enjoy penetrations in their mind. First, human psychology is a fascinating universe, especially when it comes to intimacy, emotions, and hidden desires. What surprises most people is that intimacy isn't just about what happens physically, it's also about what happens in the mind. Studies in behavioral psychology suggest that more than 90% of women report higher enjoyment when penetration happens not only in the body, but also in the heart and mind. So, what does that really mean? It means true satisfaction is not limited to the act itself. It is linked to the emotional and psychological connection behind it. A woman's body responds with greater passion when her brain feels safe, loved, and understood. In fact, neuroscientists have discovered that the female brain is wired to value emotional penetration just as deeply as physical. When women feel secure and cared for, their brains release oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This tiny chemical has a powerful effect. It amplifies pleasure, increases trust, and deepens feelings of connection. That's why women often say foreplay begins outside the bedroom. For them, it starts with gentle words, attentive gestures, and the kind of consistency that proves love is real. A sweet message in the morning, a thoughtful touch during the day, or even just being truly listened to. All of these small actions set the stage for deeper satisfaction later. Another fascinating fact is that women process memories of intimacy differently than men. While men might focus mostly on the physical details of an encounter, women often recall the emotional aspects. The tone of a voice, the warmth of a touch, the look in their partner's eyes. In other words, for women, intimacy is an all-round experience that penetrates the heart and the mind as much as the body. Even more intriguing, researchers found that the female brain connects intimacy with stress relief. During moments of genuine closeness, cortisol, the body's stress hormone, drops dramatically. This means that meaningful intimacy doesn't just bring pleasure, it also improves mental health. Couples who nurture both emotional and physical connection often report lower anxiety, better sleep, and stronger long-term bonds. But here's the twist that most people miss. Pleasure is not always about speed or intensity. In fact, studies show that many women prefer slower, more intentional experiences over rushed, fast-paced ones. When passion builds gradually and attention is given to the emotional side of connection, the result is often far more powerful and memorable. So, the psychology of intimacy reveals a beautiful truth. 90% of women enjoy penetration most when it reaches not only their body but also their emotions and mind. Intimacy is not a one-dimensional act. It's a dance between feelings, trust, and touch. When the brain and heart are involved, the body responds more fully, making the experience deeply fulfilling. In the end, real pleasure lies in connection. It is proof that intimacy is not just about entering the body. It's about entering the soul.